Hello and welcome to the infamous Grim Survival. I am here with the one, the only Papa Prepper. How's it
Hey
going?
guys, it's going, man.
Oh, I gotta mute that over there because that was loud. Now I got everything in this one ear and it gets loud if I don't mute the other thing over there. So yeah, it has been a long day for me. I have not been home for about at this rate about 35 minutes. Right about now. I left this morning at 11 a.m. ish, and it's now 8 p.m. And yeah, I was gone all day. I've just been doing all kinds of things today. But I ended up at Costco at some point and got a bunch of food, so that was a plus.
A bunch of what?
A bunch of food, yeah.
Oh,
I stocked up. The odd thing, Costco didn't have any rice at all. Usually, I pick up a 50-pound bag of rice every time I'm at Costco. They had
right.
none this time. So
I haven't know. I've noticed food prices here are getting kind of nuts, but like, I mean, the shelves are full. So
yeah. All
six
right,
of
I
one,
gotta say,
a
folks,
dozen of
I
the
got
other. All right.
something everybody's expecting me to say, and that is hello, Cat Lady Prepper 23 Meow. Hello, how's it going? I see Hutch Homestead, Joe Morgan. No, Joe, nobody has swabbed me today. I don't do the swabby thingies. Nope, they
It's
don't.
still
They don't
early.
come out like that. It's still early. Yeah, yeah, that is true. I mean, you never know when they're going to knock on your door and say, "Here's your needle." I mean, you just never know. I expect it to happen any day now. I really do. Uh, Mrs. Prepping Plumber, how's it going? You're welcome, Cat Lady Prepper 23. Meow. Yeah, I'm going to start doing the meow sound from now on. How's that? Would that work out for you? Should I do the meow sound? Just because. Can everybody hear me okay? I got the mic kind of set far away, so I forgot to adjust. And my chair's squeaking and sounds like what was that? Somebody said it sounded like a elephant fart or something like that. I, it's the gremlin I keep under the chair. He's making that sounds.
Better watch out, man. That's food from them farts.
Yeah, I just got to give the gremlin some coffee. I drop it down there, and then yeah. All right, Prepper Book Club. How's it going? Prepping Plumber. Yep. CB. CB, do you have CBs? Because if you don't, I'm going to be disappointed. All right, so let's get started. The first basic questions is please, introduce your channel and to everyone. Should I call you Papa this whole entire stream? I know.
No,
Are you sure? Because that would be funny.
Tommy is fine.
All right, I know you. I'll call you Tommy. You can call me James or Grim. Either way. I see Prepper Nations in the house. How's it going, John? But yeah, tell everybody who probably anybody who doesn't know you about your channel, like you're talking to somebody who doesn't know. So yeah, I've been watching several of your videos while I was driving today, just so you know. So I'll put you on the spot there.
Thank you. The channel's Papa Prepper, and we just um, cover all the basics and some political stuff, not too much, because I mean it is what it is. So I just try to kind of keep it basic and just whatever I can to spread any information I can to help anybody I can.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
in
thanks.
return, I learn things too. So,
Oh, yeah. I've learned a lot from just watching certain channels. A lot,
oh,
actually.
me too.
One of my
Me,
favorite channels to watch is actually Joe Robinette. It used to be Joe Robinette Bushcraft, but now it's just Joe Robinette. And man, you can learn a lot just by watching every mistake he makes in the woods. Yeah, I know not to do that. So yeah,
and now I've
James
got
the
this music
Prepper.
thing that everybody seems to be liking.
Yep,
So there's
I
that.
listened to that last song you posted. Elvis fan, are you?
Oh yeah, that's my nerdy guilty pleasure.
Yep. I'm not too big on Elvis, but I have listened to quite a few songs. Yeah, it's depends on my mood really. I got to be in a certain mood for certain music. I like good old Hank Williams, original
Me
Hank
too.
Williams, and some good old country music from back when. I
Me
really
too.
like "I Saw the Light." It's one of my favorite. I guess you could call it a gospel song. I'm not sure if it
Yeah.
technically is because the guy kind of like didn't go that route, but
Yeah.
so one of the last videos I heard you talking about was the Super Bowl and the restrictions they're putting on. They're telling people they can't cheer at the Super Bowl. Is that serious?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. One of the news sites. They was talking about if you do have to gather with your friends, whatever, to try to keep the actual verbal cheering down. Bring noise like like the rattle things, or whatever to make noise and stomp your feet and clap. And then bring your own dishes, bring your own food, your own drinks, your own cups. Yeah,
And
that's
this
not
is
the
actually
Super
to go
Bowl.
to. I mean, are they holding it in the stadium and inviting people in the stadium?
I think 20,000 people is who they're allowing actually inside.
And they say seating them every other seat now.
Probably, I don't know.
I mean, that's just insane.
I mean,
When you
it's not even. Nobody's gonna do that. I mean, come on, it's the Super Bowl.
yeah, people are going to be cheering. That's just what you do when you go to an arena like that. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not?
Well, they were talking about in your private homes if you have people over.
Really? I
Yeah,
can't cheer at my private home? Wow. That
just
goes right back to the holidays where they told you how many people you could have over and all that other crap. I mean, I didn't listen to none of it. I really don't.
nope. We had about 11 to 12 here, so
Yeah.
and everybody's fine.
And even if you get it, because I do believe it's a real thing, I just don't believe that it's any different than the standard flu that goes around every year. And even if you get it, if you just do the right things, you should be fine. Unless, of course, you have some kind of underlying health issue. But of course, I am not a medical professional, so don't take my word for it.
Well, my daughter had it,
Yeah.
and we had to quarantine for 2 weeks. I never got it, and she said, I mean, her own words, it felt like she had a slight sinus infection,
Yeah.
and she was tired. I mean, she slept a lot, but other than that,
It's just like the flu. I mean, it affects everybody differently,
yeah.
from what I can tell at least. So, yeah, native and devout preppers. Native and devout. I think next Wednesday is when Native's going to be on the channel. I think
I
that's
really
Wednesday
like
next
their
week.
channel. They
Yeah,
got
so
a
do I.
very good channel.
Yeah. So anyway, go check out Poppa Prepper if you haven't done so. It's the second link in the description, right under Grindstone Ministries, because Grindstone always takes the top, in my opinion. So that's where it will stay.
Absolutely.
So, I assume you were familiar with the mission over there at
Oh,
Grindstone.
absolutely. Yeah, their links on my page too.
I think everybody should put it on their page, just personally
Yes.
thinking. But yeah, Grindstone, if you guys don't know, which most of the people here probably do, Grindstone is Bear Independence Ministry, basically, where they help children who have been victims of sex trafficking. They are in the process of getting funding to build their very first facility to help with these things, and they are just about to their goal. I do still have the Sons of Spamarchy merch on my on my Teespring. All proceeds for any of those sales will go to Grindstone Ministries. So I heard you watch the live streams, and the funny thing is people were watching Jason's live stream. At the very end of it, he was live on my channel
Right.
and his channel at the same time, and people were watching his channel, and then they had to come back and watch mine. And said this was really confusing until I watched your. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, he had them both going at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
If you
didn't
didn't
even
know
know.
what was going on, you was on his like, what? What is he talking about? Who's he
Yeah,
talking to?
yeah, that was funny. I didn't even realize you could do that. I'm gonna have to probably switch from using StreamYard, which is what we're on right now, to the program he's using because I think it's a little bit better. I did hear you were having issues with your computer in one of your last videos, so if you need some tech support, I could probably fix that for you if
Well,
you
it
need.
seems to be running fine now. I was actually moderating for James, Southern Prepper,
To.
and I mean, it was like sleeting and stuff real bad outside. So I think that's what it was because all of a sudden, like my internet was just gone. It kicked me off like completely, just shut the page down and everything. And it's been fine since. So
Yeah, today I was gone most of the day and I drove through at some point snow, sleet, and rain. And I think at one point I drove through all three of them at the exact same time. It rained all the way back to the house. And then when I got here, I look out and it's just dumping snow. And I think it's still dumping snow. I can't really see it on the security camera currently, but I'm pretty sure. Hang on, Princess. Welcome to the Gremlin Pack. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Northern Girl Hobbies is in the house. Go check out Northern Girl. Let's see. All right, so basic questions. Tell me about why you started prepping. I gotta know.
Well, we haven't like hardcore prepped, the whole time, but my wife and I, we've been together for 15 years about. And like every tax season, she's a coupon lady. Okay.
Yeah,
Every tax season, we would go and get literally a complete year's worth of toilet paper, paper towels, toothpaste, shampoo, everything. We'd stockpile for the whole year out of the tax refund.
yeah.
So we've kind of done that for years, but then the when the pandemic hit back in February, March, um, we were fortunate enough we got a heads up, what was about to happen, and they told us to go out and get 2 to 3 weeks worth of food, toilet paper, everything, and we sat back and we were good watching everybody else scramble around, and everybody lost their mind, and we decided, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be us
Oh yeah.
because this is going to be around for a while. So that's when we really started. I mean, we're probably good for, I'd say 9 to 10 months right now.
Doing
So
good, man. You're definitely ahead of the game for the general population. The general population being people that maybe have 3 days worth of food in their pantry. So,
yeah,
do you think they're actually going to come for our food? Because I've heard, rumors. I'll call them rumors. But I've heard people talking about some of the bills that they're trying to pass, where they want to know how much you have, and
right.
saying that people are going to come in and take most of what you have and leave you a 3 day supply and take the rest. I mean, I don't see how that could really be possible, especially with the amount of people that prep per se. But I mean, what do you think? You think they might come in and try to take anything besides the Second Amendment rights away from us?
Well, I think if they was to do that, they would have to rely more on like our local law enforcement. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like around here, everybody knows everybody. So just with that alone, I can't. I mean, now money talks, whatever. But I can't see our local like county police department and stuff actually enforcing something like that. Like I
Oh yeah.
said, I mean, but do I think like if the government, like a government in whole, could pull it off? I think they might. I mean, just because. I mean, obviously, there's somebody with population control.
Oh yeah.
That's part of their agenda,
Yep.
and that would be a very inhumane way, but I mean, that would be a way to start it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you watch Ice Age Farmer, he talks about the attacks on the food supply, calls it an outright attack, which is why
Right.
they try to shut him up so much. I mean, the guy gets censored more than anybody I know. It's just insanity what they do. They've shut down his webpage, they shut down his Twitter, they've shut down his Discord. I mean, they've tried to shut him up so many platforms. I'm surprised he's still on YouTube. I
And
don't know
that's
how
when
he
you,
keeps it up.
and that's when they're telling the truth. I mean,
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. I think I seen Hoot Owl. There's Hoot Owls in the house. Mawberry's in the house. Let's see who else we got out there. I see a lot of names that I don't really recognize. A few of them I don't recognize. Quite a few that I do. The Lost Product. There's the Lost Product. You can't have a live stream without the Lost Product. It just doesn't feel right. Uh, MI Faith Prepper, which I assume stands for Michigan.
yep, she's a subscriber of mine.
Oh, we gotta mute this phone. I always forget to mute the phone. Shut up, phone. That phone has been dinging all day long. It's a good thing I have it because then I wouldn't be able to keep up with stuff. I'm seeing some buffering over on my other screen there that's showing the actual live. Is anybody seeing buffering out there? Because I'm buffering myself. I don't know
Yeah,
how
you
that.
froze a couple times, but not for very long.
Yeah, it keeps doing it though. It's like buffering every couple of minutes. Let's see my internet connection here. Internet's good. It's not on my end. So, well, it might be the weather because, like I said, it was raining, it was sleet, it was snow. Now it's starting to freeze up and snow again. So, let's just hope my internet stays on.
So, what do you think about the new? What is it? 127.
127. I actually made a video of that. Well, what's it been? A little over a week ago now. Not just 127, but there's several of them that they're trying to push on us. But 127 is the one where they're trying to basically create an illegal registration against owning semi-automatics and register your ammo, which I don't even see that being a thing. But
Insurance.
yeah, the insurance are going to make you. I'm not paying the insurance. Let's just put it that way. It's not happening.
Oh,
I'm, my everybody likes to talk about the boating accidents they have, but you see, I had stored all of my firearms on this airplane, and it was flying over Brokeback Mountain, and then it went down, crashed into Brokeback Mountain, and yeah, it was a total loss. Total
and you
loss.
sure ain't going up there to get them back.
I'm not even going up there looking for them. It's just not happening. So, hey, Hutch, I think I already said hi to Hutch. I see Rip Curl, Homestead Oss. How's it going, Homestead Oss? That's Mom and Pa over there.
Mom, Paul.
Yep, they have officially adopted me. Well, unofficially, officially adopted me. You know they got me this hat.
Yep.
What? You know, right? You like
Yep.
that hat, don't
That
you?
is a nice hat.
It is a really nice hat. This is my favorite hat. I had to take it off earlier because it was raining and snowing, and I didn't want to get it all wet. So, yeah, it was a sad time. I need to, I don't know, put one of those plastic bags around. Get me like a Walmart bag type thing, Kroger bag, whatever, and put it on top, keep it dry. That would work, right?
I'm sure it would. I mean,
Somebody asked me if I had lined the inside with tinfoil yet, and I was like, no, not yet. I'll get there, but not yet. Cherokee Survival, how's it going? Jefferson Marshall Arts, Airborne Prepper. Every time I see that name, Airborne Prepper, I just think that he's just flying above me somewhere in an airplane, and he's just, he's like the
jump on your house.
They live in like RVs and they just travel the country and they keep all their stuff. That's what I think he's doing. He's just flying around, preps, and he just lands to refuel.
Bring up your radar and check it out. Your little plane.
No, not on this stream. I tell you, I think I broke the internet this morning, but I ain't. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I broke the internet. Independent Marine. Maybe I'll just say maybe. Can you see the chat by any chance? Are you able to watch chat? No. Okay, so Independent Marine says, "Grim Brokeback Mountain, was that a stab at John?" So maybe.
Yeah.
Backcountry Preps, how's it going? I like Backcountry Preps. So you said you had about, what was that, 9 to 10 months worth of food? How's your water supply?
Could be better. I mean, we do, thank God, we have a well right on our property, like literally 20 feet from the back door, and it's drinkable. So,
but if the power goes off, do you have a way to keep that pump?
No, I mean, we don't use it. I mean, we're on city water right now, but it's there and it's just manual. You take the bucket down, get it, and bring it out.
Awesome asset to have right there. That's awesome. I wish I had one of those out my back door. When I was a kid, right out of our back door, we had a giant, well, not a giant, it was about a 1 acre pond. It was full of bass, catfish, bluegill. And then on the other side of the property, there was another pond that was full of bass and catfish. I didn't think that one had bluegill in it, though. And I used to sit out in those little paddle boats where I used to sit out in one of those and just fish half the day as a kid, during the summer months. It was, quite enjoyable. I do love fishing.
I do too. Nothing better. Man, I could catfish for days or nights if you want to look at it.
And catfishing for nights. I got to say that a lot of times I caught more of a buzz from the beer I was drinking than the fish. But hey, it was just nice being.
That does happen.
It is kind of a side effect of fishing, I think.
Around here, you're not catching catfish. You're definitely catching turtle, most likely.
Turtle once by the foot on accident. Once it was a big old turtle too. We held it down and got the hook out and sent him on his way. He was okay, but yeah, it was definitely an accident. I didn't even know how do you catch a turtle by the foot. I mean,
accident.
Lobster traps. No, I don't have lobster traps. I used to eat lobster, not anymore. But yeah. I didn't set up the live very well. I've been meaning to make this questionnaire so I can do these things and have proper questions and all that stuff, kind of like Angry Prepper does, because he has a whole of questions. I think Gray Man Prepping actually has a questionnaire he's making. I'm going to see if I can borrow his because yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, so tell me about that shirt you're wearing. I see that shirt.
Oh man, Grin's got merch.
He's got merch. Are there holes in that shirt? Looks like he got some holes in it.
No, it's where I was messing around with StreamYard, and there's a green screen somewhere, well, that's green. So the image behind me is coming through. That's why when I pick my coffee cup up, it does this.
Oh, that's cool. Is that a Yeti? That is a Yeti.
Yeah. See, I have a big bear behind me, but I don't have a green screen. So,
yeah, I don't need. Well, I guess I could probably use that because, yeah, it probably would work. I've thought about doing some just a recording test with a couple of programs and seeing if I can put weird backgrounds behind me just for fun. But I haven't bothered to mess with it. I just haven't. I'll get to it sooner or later. Prepper Wizard, how's it going? Yeah. So let's talk about the B-Man. Got to talk about the B-Man. So I think personally that he does have dementia. Now I could be wrong, but from my observations of him, what I've done research about, that particular condition, and from a lot of medical professionals that I pay attention to,
right.
I would think he does have dementia. Do you think he probably has either that or he's just crazy, one of the two? I mean,
well, I mean, I wouldn't think he's crazy, but well, he's definitely has the early signs of dementia.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I've been in the healthcare field for over 20 years, and my own father-in-law has the early signs, and yeah, I mean, definitely.
Yeah. So do you think somebody with that type of condition is suitable to be running the country?
Absolutely not. I mean, I've seen it, they can be perfectly fine, for 2-3 days, whatever. And then they'll just have a bad day when it's hard telling, what they're capable of doing. They can be the 60-year-old man that they are and all of a sudden become a 15-year-old kid, or worse. And no 15-year-old boy that I know of needs that much power.
Especially that little red button that,
right.
Civilization.
Shiny. Click.
Let's push that. See what it does. That would be me. If somebody gave me the red button, I'd just I shouldn't push this button. I shouldn't push this button. I'm pushing that button. That's what I would do. Yeah, this is why I don't run for any kind of office. It would be bad. So.
But I firmly believe he was handpicked. He was chosen.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
They got exactly who they want in there, and they know it. And everybody else knows it.
A lot of people say that for the Democratic Party, Bernie should have actually had that top slot, and he just kind of got pushed out.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't follow politics all that closely, so I don't know everything about it. But I am more curious about the symptoms of dementia. Do you mind going over what the basic symptoms are and what you see in him?
Well, he can't put a whole sentence together. I mean, for one thing, he can't. Oh, yeah. If he doesn't have a teleprompter, I'm sure you've seen the video, like the 19 minutes of him just rambling, talking about his hairy legs, and the kids like to rub his hairy legs. And it's like, where is this coming from? Why would you even tell people that?
Yeah. That's definitely a symptom of something. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not a medical professional. I know people who are.
I mean, I'm not a professional by any means. I've just, I've dealt with it, off and on for years. And, just the constant just rambling. And I mean, right down to him signing the executive orders, he had no idea what he was even doing. And you could hear him say it, I don't know what I'm signing. Oh, just sign it,
Says, sign it and shut up. Sign it and shut up. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So in the medical profession, what is your field of expertise?
None. No, I'm a home health aide. That's what I've done for over 20 years.
That's got to be a job.
It gets rough. I mean, now I did get out of the field for about 4 years. I worked in the office. You know, I was supervisor, manager, whatever, and I'd much rather be out in the field. That kind of work, man, there's so many politics that goes on, and you just have to, the stuff they want you to cover up and turn your head. And I'd much rather be out where I can't, see that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But
sure.
I mean, I can, I first aid, CPR, the basics. But over the years, I mean, you pick up so much stuff, that, and we don't get paid squat. I mean, that's Indiana wide. CNAs, HHAs. But if you cross over like Tennessee, stuff like that, it goes up to $15, $16 an hour starting out. But here, you'll never make it doing that. You'll never make that much money. And that's not a lot of money.
No, it's not. What do you think about the whole $15 an hour minimum wage that they're going to push on us?
I think it's completing part of their plan. Because any mom and pop places, any little place like that, that'll finish it off. That'll put the rest of them under.
Oh, yeah, I agree completely. It's a part of the plan. The Great Reset is the plan. It's the first part of the plan, or one portion of the plan. I mean, that's not the entire plan, but that's just in there with the rest of it. And we could go into a whole lot of what the plans probably are. I mean,
oh yeah,
but I think New World Order, One World Government, population control are the biggest three things that we're going to be facing sometime in the future. And, I don't know when or how or.
Right.
That's definitely.
That's what I said this morning. I mean, it could be tomorrow, it could be next year, it could be 3 years from now, But because a lot of folks, I think, just people around here now, the election is over. It kind of went over without a hitch, like as far as violence and everything goes. A lot of people are kind of at ease now and catching their breath. And I really don't think it's time to do that. Just because that went over okay, that don't mean it's okay. Not by a long shot.
K Marie's in the house. I see K Marie out there. How's it going? There's a channel you should go check out if you haven't done so. Angry Patriot Steve. How's it going, Angry Patriot? That's an awesome name. I like that. Lady Catherine. Yeah, I randomly just start calling out people's names.
Oh, you're good, man. I do it too.
Bullfrog Swamp Homestead. That's a name. Do you really have bullfrogs in a swamp on your homestead? I just got to know now. I mean, I'm distracted by the name. Yeah, I think this whole $15 an hour thing really is just going to finish off the economy because, people that don't know any better, they probably think, oh, yeah, $15 an hour. People that make less than that are like, yeah, $15 an hour. But
right.
what they don't realize is it's across the board. So that means all the prices are going to go up for absolutely everything. We're already seeing skyrocketing prices just on just about everything. I mean, just everything. So, this $15 is just going to, like you said, it's going to push us over the edge. Hey, Shorty, how's it going? I like that name too. It's just Shorty. Just Shorty. Greg asked if you are here in Indiana because me and Greg are in Indiana as well. Yeah.
Oh, am I?
You. Talking to you.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm in Indiana. Unfortunately. Been here for 41 years.
I was born here as well. I did manage to escape for a while and moved to Texas for about 10 years, and then I made it back here. I didn't like the weather in Texas, to be honest. I lived in East Texas where it was 100% humidity every single day. Yeah, the heat just wasn't for me.
I wouldn't make it. Big people do not like humidity.
Yeah. Hey, Gray Man Prepping is here. Did you know Gray Man's got merch? Did you
I've heard that? I have heard that.
I heard you got merch too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not quite Gray Man, but it's
your Teespring's in your descriptions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. go check out Papa Prepper merch because you're over. My camera's backwards. See,
Yeah, mine too. It gets me.
where? Oh, there it is. Camera's over. My camera's sitting at an angle because my monitor takes up like the entire front of me, so I got to set it over there, or I can't see the screen. It gets in my way. So I'm kind of always looking at an angle. So when I'm looking this way, which is straight for me, it just looks like I'm crooked. And if I sit up just about there, right about there, then I got big old ears coming out of my cowboy hat. Or this isn't technically a cowboy hat, it's an Aussie hat, but yeah, it's cowboy hat to the uninitiated. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. So we have 161 people in chat. I see 75 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down. I assume those are for the guy behind me. It's his fault. I always blame it on him. From now on, everything is his fault. Yeah, that guy.
Must be the ears.
Yeah, it's the ears. That actually is a picture of Gizmo, but to get around the copyright, I had to put the mask and the robe on him. Otherwise, I'd have got hit with copyrights throwing that up on my Teespring. I mean, I can put it on pictures and stuff on YouTube, and they usually don't care. It's only when you're posting music when they really start throwing fits, because they have some kind of an algorithm on YouTube that automatically detects music. So even if you're singing a song that is not your own but somebody else's, they could hit you with a copyright automatically just because. I hear a cat outside.
Yeah, I hear that too.
You see that cat outside of? That's a cat. Sounds like it's in heat. Kids keep feeding the cats outside. Knock it off. We're gonna have like 50 cats around the house. I seen a possum about the size of a Buick walking across the road. I mean, that's the biggest possum I've ever seen in Indiana, at least. In Texas, I used to see armadillos walking across the road, and that was always a sight to see. It was like, what is that? The first time I ever seen it, and it was like, oh, it's an armadillo. I didn't know those lived here.
Yeah. I'd never seen one. We went to Florida for the first time, I don't know, however long ago. And once you get about halfway through Alabama, you start seeing them all over the sides of the road, dead.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's the southern possum right there.
Yeah, it is. Now, the southern people will tell you that they come in their own bowl, and all you got to do is, it's kind of like a turtle. Yeah, I'm not eating it either. It's not kosher. It's not kosher for me, and yeah. So I follow Torah. Torah, do you know Torah?
I know what it is.
Okay. Are you spiritual at all, or religious, as some people would call it?
I kind of like you. I've read the Bible, and I try every day to do what it says. I'm by no means perfect. I ask for forgiveness every day, but I do my best. So I guess you'd say I'm Christian. But
I wouldn't say I am. I'm just a guy who reads his book and does what it says. But I do try to keep Torah, and I do, follow what the book says. I do, from beginning to the end. In fact,
right.
I just got a weather warning: wintry mix starting in 5 minutes. Really? Because I've been driving through this crap all day. What do you mean 5 minutes? Are you getting any of this in crazy weather where you're at?
It was sleeting earlier today, and then it's been raining for the last probably 6 or 7 hours. Just rain. We're far enough south. It turns to snow after it gets past us usually.
K. Marie, I do keep Sabbath from Friday evening to Saturday evening, as the Hebrew calendar would state that it is. So anytime Friday after sundown to Saturday after sundown. And after sundown on Saturday, I attend a men's group Bible study that I found over on Bear Independence channel. So, yeah.
Bear's good.
Oh, yeah. I definitely like listening.
I love listening to Bear. You don't even have to watch him, just have it on and just listen. And he's pretty powerful.
Yeah, especially when he gets to talking about the book.
Yep. Absolutely.
He really does explain certain things. I don't agree with absolutely everything he says, obviously, but when he starts explaining certain things from the book, he's really well versed. He has done so much research on not just one religion, but all of them, and not just one translation of the book, but all of them. And he just puts things in a perspective that clicks in my brain a lot easier than anyone else I've ever listened to. So, but yeah, I still don't agree with absolutely everything he says, but I do try to keep Torah, and I recently started wearing ZT. This is a ZT. Find it in what is called the New and Old Testament. Yeshua or Jesus wore them, and yeah, if he did it, shouldn't we?
Absolutely.
Now, it's kind of weird when you have 4 of these things hanging from your belt loops and you're walking around outside because people start giving you some looks. I tell you, I mean, between the hat, these things on my belt, the flannel shirts I wear, I just do not. I'm like anti-gray man every time I walk out of the house. Just completely anti-gray man.
This guy knows what he's doing, or he's nuts.
I hope they think I'm nuts, so they just leave me alone. That's really what I'm going for. Yeah, he's crazy. Just stay away from him. You know, I really like the 6-foot rule. I thought it was a good thing. I think we should have had a 6-foot rule a long time ago.
Absolutely. Social distancing has been a blessing.
I agree. That's the best thing to come from all of this was social distancing. It really was. I just can't stand it when you're standing in a line and somebody's right up on you. And that's an Indiana thing probably because it's like everywhere you go. Or it used to be anyway. Not anymore. Now all you do is walk into a place without a mask on and they avoid you like you got the plague because they think you do. It's funny. And I like it. I'm like, yeah.
Walking through the grocery aisle and cough and everybody's like
Oh, I sneezed. I was in a store today and I sneezed and I just did one of these things and man, it was like people just started leaving the aisle I was in and everything. It was insane. It was like, really? It's a sneeze. I mean, do I look sick? Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, it's just crazy. Crazy.
I smoked for 40 or 20 years. It's not COVID.
Yep. There you go. Now I hear a fire truck. Man.
I don't hear that yet.
No. It's a little ways off. This microphone I have will pick up absolutely everything. It's really it's tiny. I mean, the microphone's that big. It's that big, and it's sitting way over there. And yeah, I'll send you a link if you want a good mic. So.
Oh, this one picks up. I mean, I live on a real quiet street, but anything that goes down the street, you can hear it.
There's a fire station not too far from me, so that's why I'm constantly hearing fire trucks. And, you know, with the roads the way they are today, with the rain, the sleet, the slush, and then the snow, and now everything's freezing. I think we're supposed to get lows in the 20s or something. I'm surprised the power lines aren't falling over at this point. So do you live north, south, or central Indiana?
South. I'm damn near exactly halfway between Indianapolis and Louisville.
Yeah, so somewhere in the Bloomington type of vicinity.
Yep, that's about 25 miles to the east or west. Sorry. Yeah.
So have you tried to go near Highway 37 lately? Now they got it shut down through Martinsville.
No.
Yeah, avoid it at all costs. It's like hell on earth trying to get through there.
No, man, I'm usually working home. That's about it.
I know that feeling.
It's just too much of a hassle to try to go out anywhere. I mean,
traffic's just horrible, especially when they start shutting down a major highway like that, because that's a state highway that runs from north to south. And when they shut something like that down, just even in a small section like they've done, you know, what they're doing is they're building Interstate 69 out of it. And Interstate 69 runs from all the way from Laredo, Texas, all the way into Canada when it's done. It's like a
nice.
It's like a chute for anybody that comes across the border to go wherever they want, really. That's the way I look at it and how it's been told to me.
That'll be handy pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. It's coming all the way up through southern Indiana right now. I think they made it all the way to Martinsville. So, yeah, I'm somewhere near Martinsville, Mooresville, in between, something like that kind of area. Not to give exact coordinates to my location, because I'd probably have some haters trying to look me up today, because I think I broke the internet this morning, which I have never been more entertained by YouTube, just to be quite honest with you. But
that was, I mean, all jokes aside, that was a good show last night. I mean, it was good.
I think it was more my morning rant that broke the internet, because
voice, that was pretty good.
Oh, you like that, did you?
Yeah.
I kind of wondered if you were still going to come on the channel after a year. And I was like, maybe I should ask him if he still wants to do that interview. And I think I did at some point. You still
Yeah,
good today?
yeah, if I was still good for tonight. No, absolutely. Didn't offend me.
Jim S said, "Is that the same 69 that shoots up to Fort Wayne?" I believe so. I believe so. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe it is going to all connect eventually. They did build it from Fort Wayne all the way down to Indianapolis, and now they're, finishing it off from southern Indiana up through probably link it to 465 and go around like they did with Interstate 74, if you know the area. So, yeah.
If you ever get lost, call a truck driver. I know, right? Y'all sound the same.
Prepper Nerd, how's it going? Prepper Nerd's got an awesome app. Have you seen it?
Uh-uh.
So Prepper Nerd made this app that basically is a spreadsheet that you can put on your phone, and you can enter all your data in it for your preps, and it'll keep track of everything you have. And it has the ability to download and print out that information, so you can have hard copies of it. It's a really awesome app, and yeah, definitely go check it out if you haven't.
What's it called?
Prepper Nerd, what's your app called? Because I don't remember the name. I'm bad with names. Prepper 101, how's it going? Marie, I see you out there. Are you behaving yourself? Marie gave us a really good show one day. I think that's the same Marie. I don't know. I'm really bad with names. So if I got my names mistaken, why you gotta say it like that?
That one. We all love Marie.
Yeah, we do. Oh, let's see. Anybody got some questions? Put them in all caps. I think, yeah, we're already 40 minutes in. You can always tell when a conversation's going good when you look. I'm like, wow, we've been talking for that long. So anybody's got questions, all caps. I'll try to throw them up on the screen so we can both see them, or so everybody can see them. Put everybody on the spot because that's fun. Prepper Nerd says he calls it the Prep Inventory System. Check it out on his YouTube channel.
Okay.
Prep Inventory System. Yeah, he's got a lot of instructional videos about it on his YouTube channel. At least 2 or 3 that I know of. So,
okay,
I should watch more of the instructional videos. I don't use it as often as I should because I have somebody who is extraordinarily organized in my household and knows how to use Microsoft Excel. So I've had a lot of that data already on hard copies for quite a long time. So I should probably use it some more. But I have tested it a bit, and yeah, I know Alaska Prepper uses it. I know quite a few big prepping channels that uses it, as a matter of fact. So I would definitely recommend it for sure. Let's see. This thing is chiming at me. Why is this thing chiming at me? Wow, that's a lot of chiming. FightHR127.com. I'll have to check out that website. There's a website called FightHR127.com. The 2021 Gunpocalypse. That's a good way to put it.
That I don't think that's actually going to pass. One of you guys last night said that's kind of where they're setting it at, so they can kind of negotiate down from that. That I can see happening because there's no way that's going to pass.
Yeah, that was John for Prepper Nation that was saying that, and I'm hoping it won't pass, but I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of iffy on whether it will or not. They're throwing out so many Second Amendment laws and trying to basically just take all of the Second Amendment rights away. Does anybody remember 1940s Germany? The first thing they did was tell everybody, oh, we're going to make everything safe by disarming everybody. Mm-hmm. We're going to make everyone safe, so you'll be perfectly safe after we disarm you. And then they led them all to gas chambers. That's what happened. All right, let's see. I got questions.
Uh-oh.
I got to scroll up on this other one. It's not hard to keep. Here we go. Gray Man started it. It's not my fault.
No, man. No, I don't do live.
You don't do live?
Understand the videos they see, that's probably 6 or 7 takes into it. Okay.
Yeah, I made one
live. You do that live and you mess up, the whole world just seen you mess up.
I made one song and put it on YouTube, and I probably recorded it like 16 times before I put it on there.
The 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, seen that.
You've seen that, huh?
Yeah.
My horrible singing. All right, Cherokee Survivals has a question up there, and I didn't read it before I put it up there. I just seen it was all caps and clicked it. So,
You just
how do you know if a policeman, if they're good or bad, if they have a mask on? I guess is the question. I'm pretty sure that's what we meant by that.
I don't know.
I don't know. How do you know if anybody's good or bad if they have a mask on? Personally, I think if they have a mask on, they're probably somebody that can't think very clearly. And not because they're dumb or anything like that for wearing the mask, but because the oxygen, they're not getting enough oxygen through their brain.
Right.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through some more questions. I already broke the internet once today. I don't want to do it twice. I could though.
Now there's some place like, with the work I do and stuff, I do work with medically fragile people.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you probably been wearing a mask long before all this ever started for that reason, right?
Well, not that medically fragile, but like the lady I take care of now, if she was to get COVID, I mean, it would probably be the end of her. So absolutely, like if I'm out with her in and out of places, because I take her to the grocery store and whatnot, I do wear a mask, but just me and the family out or whatever, anywhere that I can get away without it or get away with not wearing it. I don't, which anymore is about nowhere.
So Greg is putting me on the spot to ask you my famous question. You know my famous question, right?
I'm eating the spam all day, brother.
You're eating the spam. I didn't even have to ask him. He knows the question.
And I don't like spam either.
I don't either. But you're eating it, right?
I will eat that can. And
you see the live we had Victor on and what Victor said to that question?
All three.
I'm going to do all three. I'm like, really? That was hilarious. I think that was one of my favorite live streams of all time right there.
That was good. It was very good.
I got the Victor exclusive. Nobody's ever done that before. It took me months to get Victor to agree to come on live. But yeah, I finally badgered him enough. I'm like, hey man, I challenge you. This is a challenge now. That's what I did. I actually said Rip Curl says Northern Girl Hobbies has a blow-up doll in her merch store. Thanks, Rip. We really didn't need to. Northern Girl, is that true? I see you out there. So what do you think about the two mask thing?
I think it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I put on the oximeter and tested it with the two masks, and my oxygen at one point went from 99 to 96 just sitting still. I'm very curious to see what would happen if I was just walking around normally. So I'm going to try to do a live stream sometime in the near future of me walking around with a couple of masks on, and yeah, I'm going to put the little meter on my finger and hope I don't lose it in the snow somewhere. But
and collapse and fall to the ground from lack of oxygen.
Bullfrog Swamp Homestead asks what your favorite band or singer is, and I think you answered that earlier, but if you would like to answer again.
Oh, my favorite singer would have to be Elvis. I mean, but favorite band? I don't know. There's a lot of them. My taste in music is all over the place. All over. I mean, I can listen to classical, bluegrass. It's just everywhere.
I know the feeling. I mean, you get me in a bad enough mood, I'll start listening to rap too.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I think I missed a question. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'll just read it because I know she wants me to. Cat Lady Prepper 23 Meow asked, what is Papa's favorite thing in his bug out bag if he has one? I assume you have a bug out bag. I mean, that's just like prepping.
My favorite thing?
Yeah.
Probably my K-bar.
Yeah.
I waited forever to get that.
I got this Essie Azula. I keep a Mora in my bag, and this is my EDC right here. And yeah, like I said, I was home probably about 25 minutes before I set this live up. So I
guess my absolute favorite thing would probably I got a collapsible fire pit. like fire pit grill thing, and it folds up to like this big.
Yeah, those are really good to have. How
I have
about folding saw? This is a stab at John over at Prepper Nation. Do you have a folding saw in your bag? He's got to show us his folding saw.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, you got the big boy.
Got the silky.
Yeah, I've been wanting a silky for a while.
And dude, they're not playing, man. They are razor sharp.
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty nice.
Good things about silky. I don't have a silky. I actually have a saw that I got from Lowe's that's called a Corona saw. Believe it or not, it really is. And I'm betting they're renaming that by now. But
that's offensive.
It's an offensive saw. It really is an offensive saw. It sucks. Let's see. I'm scrolling down here. Mojo Man, you have a scenario situation I would like to ask, he says. Okay, well, you have to ask it for me to continue on from there. So David Hall says, so you two are from Indiana? Yeah, both. I was born in the east side of Indianapolis.
I was born in Columbus.
Columbus? I've been through Columbus. I used to work right near Columbus at a dump truck company that you may have heard of. I forget the name of it right. It's CTI. That's it. CTI.
Mm-hmm.
I worked there for about a year. First dump truck I ever drove was CTI. And then they got sued for screwing us all out of money. Quite honestly, I was in on that class action suit. I got laid off, and yeah, that was just not a very nice company to work for, to say the least.
They're still around.
All right, so Hutch had to be Hutch. Thanks, Hutch.
This is blonde, but I don't believe it.
It's really there. I'll get it on a close up one of these days. I do shave it off from time to time.
I usually grow mine out like around the 1st of November. I'll grow it out to, I don't know, for hunting season. And then after hunting season, I go just back to short.
Yeah, I mean, when you're camping, if you have like a big, like a Bear Independent or a Pastor Joe type beard, you got to be really careful when you're making a fire.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have this like seriously, I did a long before I ever made the YouTube channel. I did. This is a good question. I don't think you're going to have the answer for it, but I've been wanting to know that answer for a long time myself. So I'll just throw that up on the screen. Maybe we'll get an answer.
Probably like 6'6", 6'7".
Probably Shorty 6'7". That would be awesome. Mojo Man, ask your question, man. I see that you have a question. You keep saying you have one, but you have to actually ask the question. I'm scrolling through them, on the other screen here, so I can try to keep them in order. Grim, don't make him cut himself. What are you talking about, Mandy Cook?
Oh, that's my wife.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
Your wife says don't make you cut yourself.
Dude, I got this thing. Every time we get a new set of knives, every time I end up slicing my fingers wide open.
So she doesn't want me to pull out my knife and tempt you to show me your knife. Is that what we're saying? Because where's I got a whole box of knives.
Yeah, there's no shortage of knives around here.
Oh yeah, BK2. I like the BK2.
I love it, dude. It just feels good.
But I had the privilege of using. It wasn't a 2. I don't remember which number it was, but I gotta say my favorite's still the Essie blades. I still like Essie better. I mean, they're very comparable. They're like basically the same thing, but I don't know. I just like Essie better. I think it has a better feel to the grip in my hand because I have small hands. So this is an Essie Azula, and you can see it fits in my hand.
Right.
It's a little bitty blade, so yeah. Let's see. Small hands, big feet. In case anybody's wondering out there with your dirty minds. Northern Girl Hobby says you all need beard care. I have no clue what she's talking about. What's
Oh,
wrong
I
with
do. I need beard care.
yeah,
Absolutely.
you probably need to
Mine's
trim.
like 14 different colors and got white patches everywhere.
Yeah, I'm getting a few of them down here. Yeah,
I've
I'm
earned.
gonna shave it all off.
I wear them with pride.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have any intention on ever changing the color of anything on me personally. I don't have any tattoos or anything like that.
I got a
Um,
couple.
I like this question. That's a good question, David. Sure. You just why wait? I like the cooler weather.
Absolutely. Well, you had mentioned that having a PrepperCon, and dude,
Yeah,
I think that's an awesome idea. I think that would be a blast.
yeah. I just need some people that are organized to help set it up, and I will definitely do my part that. But I don't have any experience, knowledge, or know-how when it comes to setting up a convention. Um, I wouldn't have a location. Yeah. I mean, I can make the web page. Somebody has done it before. It was actually called PrepperCon 2018. Somebody had done that. I've seen their webpage, but they haven't done it since 2018. The problem we have right now is with all the restrictions, we would have to do it on private property. Otherwise, we would probably have issues.
Oh,
Um,
I thought it would be cool to do just like a huge, like I'm talking like rent out a whole campground. You know
go
what I
to the
mean?
state fairgrounds and just do it as big as possible.
Or like a campground somewhere with a big lake and just basically all bug out for the weekend. It'd be
That
awesome.
would be awesome. We'd have to set up some vendors. Really, we'd have to contact some companies. Set up the booths and do things like that, just so we had a proper convention. Because we could probably get some companies that make flashlights, maybe companies that make knives, and all this kind of stuff in there. And I think it would make for a
Oh,
better time for
right.
sure.
That would be awesome.
Cat Lady Prepper 23 Meow. I'm just going to keep saying that. Says, my feet size 6.5. I'm not sure why we're mentioning that, but hey, it was there.
Did you
Let's
find
see.
out how tall Shorty is?
I'm still scrolling down through the comments because I can keep track of them on StreamYard and they just kind of keep going over here on the actual channel. So if I keep scrolling down and it's there, I will see it. And if it's over here, I will probably, I lose things all the time over on the actual channel. So it's a little bit easier here. Let's see. I'm looking for things in all caps. If you're asking a question, I'm skipping over it if it isn't in all caps. Although there's your wife again. I think we should have it for sure. Love to party. And your wife's going to help us set up PrepperCon. Awesome.
Hey man, she can do it. I mean, seriously, she's good at that. She is like the queen of organization.
Really? Well, we got
Absolutely.
Prepper Nerd in the house. So if Prepper Nerd wants to help with the setup of the website process, I don't know. We could probably pull this off. We need somebody who's good. I think Mawberry's still here, right? Mawberry's good at contacting people. I think she would be able to set up
She
some
moderates for me
websites
too
for us.
now.
Yeah. So we'd
That
have
would,
to get some
I think
bigger
it'd be fun.
channels on it. See if we can get, Alaska Prepper, Angry Prepper, and all these guys to, not maybe. I know Alaska Prepper wouldn't make it, but they could advertise.
That's yeah.
Awesome if we get Rudy down there, like, hey Rudy, come on down. Just set him up with a booth
Oh, that would
and make it like his living room and set a camera there and just
right.
fun because that would be epic.
That would be Victor bugging
Yeah, you got to bring Victor now. There we go.
out. Keep freezing.
Somebody's got land and tables. What state is that in? Tell me what state you're in, cat lady. Let's see. I
That's
agree.
my mother-in-law.
That's your mother-in-law. Man,
Yeah.
you brought your family to the chat tonight. They come to embarrass you, didn't they?
No, they do. Seriously, I do have like bad anxiety issues, really bad.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is it like something that caused it, or is it just like natural?
I've always had issues, with like crowded places and everything.
So,
But like 4 or 5 years ago, I had lost quite a bit of weight, and I was out jogging, and I got back to the house, and I thought I was going to die. I was like, I didn't know at that time it was a panic attack. That's the first one I'd ever had. And long story short, I ended up in the ER like 2 times within 3 days because I thought I was dying. Heart attack. I mean, they were bad. And ever since that day, it's insane now. Like my level of anxiety and panic attacks and stuff. The panic attacks are pretty well controlled now through medication, but the anxiety is still a thing. So yeah, I was nervous like all day today just because I was coming on here. It's like it's grim survival.
I don't bite. Yeah, I always try to just keep it as casual as possible in the live streams, and no pressure to do anything. Ask the basic questions and just take it wherever it goes. I mean, if you've ever watched any of my morning live streams where I do like a coffee with Grim and how it just goes completely out of control and people take it to the gutter and we just go with it. I mean, that's how all my live streams are. It's just the most random stuff happens.
John, I just happened to be on YouTube one day, and John at Prepper Nation, he was the first one I seen. And I went home from work and I told him, I was like, told my wife, I was like, check this guy out. I mean, we should really start thinking about this. And then it was just a couple days later, you popped up like whatever, something you might be interested in, or however YouTube does that.
Really? They suggested me?
Yeah. Wow. And I clicked on you. And so I've watched you guys almost every day since.
Well, thank you.
No problem. Thank you, man.
I like that question. I'm going to leave that question for you because I don't have any. It's probably
Poppa Prepper. Can you possibly be positive if you test negative for a test? I would assume you probably could. I mean, this is just my assumption, but I mean, if you can be positive or be negative. Yeah, I don't want to get that backwards. You know how you have a false positive?
Yeah.
Surely that could work in reverse.
Too,
yeah. I mean, I definitely wouldn't rule it out.
Now, I've heard a story of this one guy, and I actually seen videos to prove that it was true, that he went to 5 different places and had to test 5 different times. He came back negative 3 times and positive 2 times.
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't put too much stock in the test, personally.
No.
Cat Lady says she's in North Carolina and has 100 acres of land, and yeah, that'd be a good spot. We need to get in touch.
A good spot.
I would drive to North Carolina for PrepperCon.
Absolutely.
Prepping Plumber says, Hutch Homestead, my tent is going to be right behind yours, I promise. I don't even want to know.
You already know.
As to where I lived in Florida. When I lived in Florida, I lived in Tampa, Florida for about 6 months.
Prepping Plumber will be on my channel Monday night.
Really?
Have you checked him out yet?
I'm subscribed to like 150 channels.
I know.
I don't watch them all.
I'm getting to that point too.
I know.
Because used to, I was like, I was on it. Like I would check everybody out that I could. Now it's just like, oh my God.
And some days I just sit and binge watch lots of channels, and I can't tell you the names of half of them, but they're all on my subscribe. I mean, they're all subscribers, or I'm subscribed to them, I should say. But
Prepping Plumber, he's a really, I mean, he's like Hutch. I mean, he's just totally down to earth, shoots from the hip. He'll no bull crap.
So he's going to be on your channel Monday, you said?
Yep, next Monday at, I believe, hold on, I got notes here. Yep, Monday the 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Monday the 8th at 7. I will try to make it. I know we've been doing the network meetings with the leadership group that we've put together for the Bug Out Network, and we do those Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, yeah, and we're going to have a bigger meeting this week and try to get some of the bigger details ironed out and try to get some of the stuff up and online to make sure that, people can use it as soon as absolutely possible.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing you guys are doing. That the whole idea of that alone is just phenomenal. I mean, just so people know.
She just wants you to say her name out loud, I promise.
Cat Lady Prepper 23 meow. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you for not making me do it. The name is such a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
It
I
really
think my
is.
favorite that I've seen so far is I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yep, that is a good name. But my favorite that I've seen so far is Flannel Gizmo.
Oh
Just
yeah, well,
yeah, I
I
just
was
like
watching him live stream the other night, and he had Northern Girl Hobbies, and all of a sudden, Alaskan Prepper shows up on his live stream.
I
I'm
was
like,
actually watching that. I was driving while I was watching that, but yeah, I seen that.
I was like, man, he just hit the big time.
Yep.
He don't even
Rudy's
know
at
it.
the big time when Rudy shows up.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I would
that's
die.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
will have to mention that you're going live. Just
I mean, like the guy that says, "Do you know who you are?"
how about Angry Prepper? I mean, I'm sure I can talk him into it and get you a spot. I'm sure he would like your channel. Would you go on the Angry Prepper's channel?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I will
As
talk
long
to
as
him.
we like, he's like I said, I'm not as big into the political, like, I don't know all the loopholes and this has to pass with this person to move on to that I don't know all that. Like, I know what's going on in the world, but
Yeah.
I don't know as in depth as he does. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's
So it
definitely
might
very
be
well
kind of
versed.
awkward, but I think it'd be fun.
Oh yeah. It's always fun when you go over and visit Jason because you just never know what he's going to say. You just
Right.
never know. I mean, and sometimes it's very entertaining.
But
So
anything he does say, it don't surprise you.
exactly. Exactly.
It's like that one uncle that everybody's got. You know what I mean?
I can tell you about my uncle. We don't let him come near the house. So yeah.
Well, you know what
I got one uncle left. The rest of them are just yeah. They're just yeah.
enough said.
I got to see this text. I got to. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I keep getting weather alerts on my phone talking about, and I can hear. It sounds like rain hitting the window behind me, and it looks like rain on the security camera that's sitting next to me here. So I think the snow went from. I know we had sleet first, and then it looked like snow mixed in with it, and then it just started pouring down rain for a couple hours, and then it started snowing, and now it sounds like it's raining again. Welcome to Indiana, right?
Right?
I mean, we
Yeah,
have all the weather in one day. That's the best thing about Indiana.
absolutely.
Somebody just sent me a message on Discord with eyeballs. Like, really? Are you watching me? Is that if you're here and you're sending me eyeballs? I mean, I assume you're watching me. That's the weirdest things happen when you get on YouTube. I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the links people tried to share on my channel. I mean, it's some of the most pornography
Oh, I bet.
things that you wouldn't believe some of the emails that yeah, it's the hat. It's just the hat. I know.
I get the little, like, the comments on the videos where
Yeah.
it says, like, they mark it seconds in the video and they put hearts and little kissy face and stuff, and it's their name is nothing but symbols and stuff. Like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
real.
and their picture is some obscure woman that you should
Yeah.
not. Yeah, that's probably not even real. Yeah, I used to get those all the time. I started reporting all of them so they'd stop, and
That's
eventually
what
they
I mean.
did. So yeah. If Paul Taylor says, if you think Indiana is weather is mixed up and stupid, try coming to Alabama. Well, Paul Taylor, I have been to Alabama more times than I can remember, and yeah, it's like that everywhere now. I mean, what do you
It
think
is.
about the whole? Uh, I guess the grand solar minimum. What do you think about it? You think it's actually a real thing, or I mean, a lot of people say it's just weather control and weather wars, but NASA says it's a grand solar minimum. I mean, what are your thoughts on that particular subject?
I forgot my tinfoil hat.
Well, you
I
just got to
don't. I
line
mean,
your vocab with it. I mean, then you always have it, right?
yeah, I don't. I don't know. The weather is just. I mean, like, they had in Spain. Just huge amounts of snow in Spain and Texas, and
Yeah.
Like all, and it's not been like, I mean, it's kind of been gradually changing, but it's like last year and this year, it's just like totally just flip flopped, and that's kind of too quick for a coincidence. You know what I mean?
I've noticed Indiana weather seems more like Texas weather in the summertime. I mean, we started hitting
Yes.
90 degrees almost every year and a lot of humidity, and that's not normal for Indiana. Indiana, when I was a kid, I mean, 80 was about the hottest it ever got in midsummer. And
Right.
when it was 80, you thought it was really hot outside because you weren't used to it. And
Yep.
not anymore. Now it's just, and how can we have a grand solar minimum if it's getting hotter every summer? I mean, I don't
Right.
understand how
And
that
that's
works.
by like the end of May, we're hitting 90 around here. And used to, I remember, being a kid, you always had snow, during the winter, at least, a fair amount. And now you very seldom get any kind of substantial amount of snow in Indiana, unless you're up on the Great Lakes, but
So, Spock's brain says, "How can Mayor Pete be transportation secretary when he can't have potholes fixed in South Bend, Indiana?" I mean, I think we're gonna have to blame that on the whole state. So we'll just throw the governor under the bus there because he can't have potholes fixed anywhere in the state. I mean,
no,
anywhere. I've been from north to south through Indiana, and they're everywhere. So it's not
they're
that
everywhere.
I've been in Ohio, Indiana, or Illinois, Kentucky. I've been to 48 states so far. Let's just put it that way. Potholes in the Midwest are like the state flower everywhere you go. You see orange cones, that's the state flower. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're bad around here. Very bad.
Yeah, what are they calling that? Cycle 25. They're saying the solar minimum is going to last for 30 years, and we're just in the beginning of it. So, Marie says I'm the queen. Here, I'm going to put that up here. I'll let you handle that question. That's a you question.
I'm the queen at losing everything. Got a job for me? Go ahead, Graham.
Well, let's see. Well, somebody needs to stand in front of my door and make sure nobody's coming sticking needles in my heart. I can't think of anything appropriate. I mean, there's nothing I can think of that I'm going to say on this channel right now. uh, let's see. SHTF Engineering says somewhere around 2050 before it starts warming back up again. I'm trying to think of how old I will be in 2050.
2050.
30 years from now.
I'll be 71 years old.
How old are you?
41.
Really? You're only a couple of years ahead of me. I assume you know how old I am. You watched me long enough to know that, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'm not saying it. You had to tell him, didn't you?
Well, if I'm 41 and I'm only a couple of years,
I'll be 40 here.
They're going to piece it together.
I really like the effect on your cup when you're drinking. That is really cool to see. What is the picture that you have for the green screen?
It's a big bear. It's
Awesome.
because that's my thing is a bear. That's how I became Poppa Prepper, is because I've been called Papa Bear at home for the last 17, 18 years. So,
And Bear Independent was taken. So,
yeah, well,
oh no, he looks like a bear. I mean, have you ever seen like a full body shot of that guy? He
oh,
looks
yeah,
he could be like 6'4", and yeah, the guy's huge.
he's a hoss.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's for sure. I know what
Somebody
that
you
is.
definitely want on your side.
Stop ignoring Joyce. Okay, am I missing something? I'm not ignoring anybody. I just miss things.
I can't see nothing. So
I'm scrolling up to find Joyce. Why are you ignoring me? Just for fun now. Well, I'm still looking for your question. Oh,
you
there
just
we go.
you just can't quit pissing people off.
I can quit. I just choose not to.
I own a hotel closed, need preppers only in New York Catskills. That'd be that. That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Joyce. I mean, I just wasn't reading comments. I see the angry preppers here. Jason's in the house. Jason, we need to get Papa Prepper on your channel, man. I'm just gonna throw it right out.
Throw it right out there.
Everybody. That's the way I do things. I mean, when I started, deciding, you know what, I'd like to, go on some channels because I did it once way back when. And then back in 2019, I had Alaska Prepper actually on my channel when I still had like 300 subscribers, and he just did an interview. And it was just like, you know what? I wonder what other channels would respond to me. So I just started finding their emails. I'm like, hi, what's up?
Come talk to me.
I want to talk. Can I be your friend? I don't recommend you saying that because there's just. But yeah, oh man, I really got. Can you hear this chair?
Clearly, loud and clear.
Yeah, I gotta get some more WD-40 on this thing.
That's why I got him.
That gremlin's actually a tapestry. It's not stuffed. It's a wall hanging tapestry. It's on my Teespring if you're interested. I really like that thing. I didn't think anybody else would want one, but I did, so that's why I put it on Teespring. So it actually says the Gremlins Unite on there, and I put it in the same font they used for the movie, just because. And you can't really see Unite because I'm blocking it with this loud, annoying, obnoxious chair. I was in Costco today, and I came across a computer chair. It was a lazy boy computer chair, and it had a sample sitting out in Costco. And I sat in that thing, and I was just like, "Oh, I'll roll this to my car," but it was $200, and I'm like, "Never mind. I'll continue with my broken chair." That $200 for a chair just is not happening.
I'm making payments on mine, so I feel you.
Yeah, I know. I need to make payments on that thing.
I was using a wooden rocking chair sitting here doing this. Yeah, you want to talk about some noise? That was awful.
That doesn't sound comfortable at all.
It was.
I've had some wooden rocking chairs, and they look pretty and they look nice. And you see the old stories of the old guy sitting out on the porch with the grandkid in the lap, whittling some wood, and yeah, you sit in one of those things like these people are crazy sitting in a wooden rocking chair. Gray Man thinks my chair is making CV farts.
It could be.
Now, anybody who's seen my video this morning, I had an article up there that said that you can spread COVID by farting.
Yep.
Is that true? I mean, from your medical expertise, do you think you can spread a virus? Great Man, you were a medic. You answer that question. Can you really spread a virus by farting? I mean, I really want to know if this is true. Because, man, I'm going to let one rip the next time I'm in the store. Just just like y'all heard, you can spread that from farting, right? Just to see if they scatter like when you sneeze. And I bet you they don't. They probably just give you dirty looks because they don't know. I mean, they just don't know.
Fart.
You know what I mean by my streams just going completely off the rails. Oh, we have been on here for an hour and almost 20 minutes. And I haven't eaten dinner yet. So I probably will call it here in just a little bit. I hope I'm not keeping you from something. I know your wife's in the chat. I'm sure she'd yell at me if I was, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, she's good. She likes me doing this.
Hard Life Prepping says don't use WD-40. It dries out. Use spray lithium grease. Thank you, Hard Life Prepping. We need to tell that, well, John threw away his squeaky chair. But it's not just squeaky. It's also leaning to one side slightly. So I'm usually supposed to be sitting about like this, but I have to lean to this side because the chair's leaning. So
I always lean anyway, so it usually makes my chairs end up leaning.
Yeah, I all I have is WD-40, and if I do another live stream, I'm definitely going to have to oil this thing. I think I have some gun grease around there somewhere I could probably slap on there. That'd probably work. All right, did I miss any more comments? Anybody? If I'm missing something, mods, please let me know. I miss a lot of comments. I have so much stuff on my screen when it comes to doing live streams. I really need to organize this a lot better. Or just somebody to sit next to me, like a Victor, to sit next to me and read me the comments. That would be awesome. I wonder if I can hire Victor to read comments. Marie, we got a job for you. Somebody sit next to me and read comments.
She says she loses everything, though.
Yeah, she leaves all my comments.
Can I mention another live stream that I got coming up?
Yeah, throw it out there.
Everybody knows him as Sean M. I mean, he's in your chats. He's everywhere. He's going to be live this Saturday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. He is like
channel.
He don't.
Oh,
he is a gardening guru, man. I mean,
really?
indoor gardening. I mean, because I get a lot of people asking about gardening and stuff.
And he's going to be live on your channel.
Yeah.
All right. Send me a link for that. I will definitely, I'll put that up on the channel page if you give me the link for that. So yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, it'll run 7:30 till about 9 because John goes live at 9. So, but yeah, he's totally into the pH balance of the soil, and really? I mean, he knows how to do it all. And
Susie told me to get up that chair at Costco. I'm not paying $200 for a chair, Susie. Sorry, but I'd love to have the chair, but not paying $200 for a chair. And yeah, as I say that, thanks, chair. You're really helpful today, chair. I'm going to start talking to my chair in all my live streams.
John's got like a Lamborghini seat over there.
Yeah, I seen that thing. He got a new chair. Nice chair. This was a really nice chair when I got it, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. This is an old chair. So, yeah. Independent Marine says he's still hurting from laughing at Victor. Well, yeah, I would really like to have Victor here just one time in person, just reading my comments. I won't even announce it or say anything to anybody. I'll just be like, yeah, read the comments and not having like pretend he's not even on camera, just reading content or comments, not contents. Yeah, my brain is fried today. I have been I didn't sleep much. I'm drinking the last of my Double Dead coffee. This is the last cup of Double Dead. I will cherish it. It's like holy water. It really is. So you're not going to sing for us before we go? Not at all?
No,
not even a verse?
Nope.
Not even a lyric? You could sing Cat Lady Prepper Meow. You could.
No. That I will not be doing.
But that would be hilarious. We could probably make a rap just out of her name. You think we could make a rap out of her name?
It's possible.
I'm not doing it right now, but yeah, we probably could.
We should work on that.
We could write it together and just, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to read that. It's scrolling by too fast. Paul Taylor says we need more gardening preppers. It's the wrong time of year for that. We do have quite a few, but I mean, Ice Age Farmer has a lot of good information about gardening, but there are a lot of gardening channels. There are a lot. Now, I'm not sure if they're all preppers, but there are a lot of gardening channels per se. And what is that? Aaron T. Scott is a good gardener, prepper, and homesteader. Yeah, I would like the link for that channel.
Yeah, I've got my own little indoor garden started over here. It's just now starting to sprout. I've been talking to I forget how me and Sean even started talking, but we've got to where we talk pretty regularly. And he sent me some pictures of his stuff in his apartment, and I was blown away. I mean, he's got beans growing up everywhere and tomatoes.
Yeah, I've seen those. I am half tempted to send her the link to join the stream, but we'd probably be here all night.
Yeah, I do got to work in the morning.
Yeah, what time you got to be there? Am I keeping you up too late?
No, man, you're fine.
It's definitely been a really good chat.
Yeah,
guys, check out Prepper. The link is in the description. I know some of the mods have been throwing the link out there.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate that too. So yeah, thank you, mods. You guys are awesome. Cherokee Survival says North Carolina Governor Cooper one-time bonus $2,500 to teachers. I say if they are working. Yeah, Chicago. I know all the teachers basically went on strike. Basically, they just refused to go back to work. Really.
All right.
Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Some of the people are talking back and forth to each other in the chat, and I get lost in the chat.
I do too. It's hard to keep up with. And I think the most I've ever had in a chat's like 60 something.
Yeah.
And even with that, it's like hard to keep up with everything.
The most I ever had was about 900 in a chat, and I didn't even look at it. I was just like, it's not there.
I
I
don't even
can't.
have that many subscribers, man.
I think what was it last night with the three of us on? It peaked out at like 600, which wasn't too
that
bad actually.
that surprises me though, really.
Yeah, you would think with Jason and John on there, we would have more. You would think. And I noticed as soon as Jason went live, while he was still live on my channel and his channel, that half of them just were like poof, they were gone. They abandoned me so easily. They were like, "I'm out, bye, Krim." Most of them didn't even say bye. How rude! Just rude. All right, I see one more question. Let's do one more question. I'm going to try to find it in this other thing and put it. There we go, because it's a good question.
Hide.
Right? Hide your firearms.
I honestly, the only thing that I keep saying on my channel is just pray for the best and prep for the worst.
I think we all should say a prayer for Biden personally. I think the man needs a prayer because he's obviously got something wrong. Like everybody's saying dementia, but it could be even worse than that. I mean, because really that could be a lot of things. Because I thought my dad had dementia for quite a while, and it turned out he had ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. That's what it turned out to be. So, and the symptoms were very similar in the beginning to somebody who had dementia. Well, you may
Yeah.
have had both for all I know. But yeah, I just think the guy needs a prayer to get his senses back so he quits letting Harris sign all the documents or make him sign all the documents or however that's working.
Well, there was a point, throughout that whole ordeal, um, that I was wondering if he even realized, you know, how much they did steal the election. You know what I mean? Like, was he totally aware of everything, or did the poor old guy actually think he won the presidency?
He thought he won. I'm
you
going to try
know,
to get here just real quickly. So excuse me if I'm like looking away because I just
oh,
have
you're
to see
fine,
if
dude.
this works. Where is that button? I'm always losing buttons. There's too many buttons around me. And half of them are red, so I keep wanting to push them all. Let's just see if this works just for a second. We'll know in a minute if it worked. We will. Just a minute. So, yeah, I'll take a couple more questions on here just because I'm going to see if that worked, and that would be fun. I'm not telling. I know you want to know. I'm not telling. I'm pushing buttons. Let's leave it at that. I have a lot. I have two monitors, a tablet, a phone. There's something else around here that has buttons on it. I can't remember what it was though. I have a lot of buttons, just to say the least. The
That
chair's
chair's
just
cracking me up because it just random like.
yeah, that's I just been drinking too much coffee and eating beans today. Prepping plumber says silver alert. A 78-year-old white male wandering around DC thinks he's the president. That was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that one just won the chat for the day. Thank you, Prepping Plumber. You win the chat for the day.
That
If
was
there was a prize, man, you would get it for sure on that one. That was awesome. COVID fart. They're squeaky. I mean, I could make a whole live stream just rocking around in my chair making fart jokes, couldn't I? That would be quite entertaining. Wouldn't it? That would be entertaining. I'm going to try that. Have you ever seen these? Well, you probably have. Have you ever been on Twitch?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Twitch is like a streaming platform, kind of like this, except for it's for gamers.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen a YouTube video of somebody going around on Twitch finding people that were just sleeping. They were just live streaming while they were sleeping. And they just had the camera pointed at them while they were in their bed sleeping. And people would try to wake them up by sending them messages and donations and stuff. They're like, some dude in the video I was watching, it was what's that guy's name? Mr. Beast. That's the guy's name. He was giving like $1,000 donations to these people that were sleeping just to see if he could wake them up. I'm like, are you serious? Do I need to go to sleep on my channel? Because I mean, are you serious?
That's insane.
I mean, it really is. Why would you sleep on a live stream? First off, I mean, I don't get the concept whatsoever. Tommy says that my chair needs a Chinese swab. Have you heard of the Chinese swab?
Oh yeah.
What do you think about the Chinese swab?
I think it's just another pain in the ass.
There you go. I agree completely. That's the best way to put it. Yep. Do you think my chair needs one? Do you think it would help?
It sounds like it needs something.
It needs some lube.
Lube.
Lube. The chair. All right. Just because it worked when I was pushing buttons, I'm just going to do this. And so, are you ready?
It's probably Jason. I knew it.
Nice.
Jason, Poppa, Prepper, Tommy, and Tommy, Jason. You guys know each other, right? If not, now you.
No, just through names.
Right.
All right. So I highly recommend his channel, Jason. So I think you would like his content as well, especially when he sings. So no, he doesn't want to sing on live. So let's not go there.
Oh, we'll get him to sing.
You think you could get him to sing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It won't happen.
No. He says it's not going to happen.
You got to get him in a good mood. Now, what you call it, man? I just wanted to say, do me a favor, just email me at angryprepper@gmail.com, and
Okay.
we'll square it away. I'm trying to also, if you want to do like a political angle, what happened to Grim?
I'm still here.
He's there. I still see him.
I don't see him on my end.
Can you at least hear my chair?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chair.
Oh, good.
If you want to talk political, we could take it over my other channel as well. So it's up to you.
I'm.
Break out your notes and write down that email, man.
Oh, I got it. All right.
Okay.
I think I wrote it down before, to be honest with you.
I could email it to you if you need me to.
Okay. But as far as the political stuff goes, I'm pretty inferior to you, like, because you know, like, all the ins and outs of it. And like I told Grim, I know, what's going on and basically who's who, but like the ins and outs of it, I'm not as
well. I mean, let's not say political. Let's just say your opinion on certain things, regarding the pregnancy or COVID or things like that. And if you want to just stick with prepping, survival, and stuff like that, we stay on the prepping channel. I mean, listen, like I said, it's entirely up to you. I'm not trying to
chair the whole time.
Why is he not on my screen? You guys still see him?
Yeah. I see me on both screens. I see both of you. I don't know. You're on your phone, I assume, right?
No, I'm on my computer.
Oh, you're on an Apple computer, aren't you?
I'm on a Mac.
Yeah,
superior to yours. So, no, I mean, it
works so well, right?
Yeah, you disappeared. I thought you were like, I just sent you a text.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and leave you two have the stream for the rest of you. Just take it over.
You just said he had to go to work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know. It's downloading the text.
You saw it, right?
It's just blank. I mean, it's just like showing. That's weird. It's
very weird,
man. I'm telling you.
Maybe,
so if I start making funny faces right now, everybody's going to start laughing, and you're going to know what's going on, right?
Pretty much. That's crazy. Oh,
did you hear the internet this morning? I made a rant, and man, I broke the internet. I broke it. It was just
I know. You made a rant. Prepper Nation, I liked his. and then we the people, or we the people prepping. He did a video that was really good too.
I'll check that out. I seen the first like 5 minutes of it, but yeah, I got to go check out We the People.
Yeah,
We the People.
That was a good video. It was a really good. He said he was ranting too, but it was a good video. It's definitely worth the watch if you can.
I'll watch it while I'm eating something. I have not eaten dinner. I went to Costco today, and I seen that video you made with the $300 of groceries, and I tell you, I got a whole lot more for the same price from Costco.
Well, I tell people that supermarket is a high end supermarket, so it's I mean it's not high end, but it's up there. So you saw what $300 got me. Pretty sure you guys would do way fuck better than me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go to Whole Foods or what's that one? Fresh Time. We have Fresh Time in this state. They got a lot.
Yeah, we have Fresh Time.
Really good stuff.
You got Fresh Time out there? I never heard of that, so you mentioned it. So
yeah, I think I should do a video of Fresh Time. It's really a small grocery store when you go into it, but they have a lot of their own. I mean, you know about green juices, I assume. They have their own juice bar back there. They make green juices and stuff, and they bottle it, and you can buy a 6-pack and stuff like that. So it's a really nice store to go into.
Like any fruit or vegetable you could possibly want.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What state are you in?
Indiana.
Indiana too? How close are you to Indiana Prepper?
Not sure.
He's pretty close because Indiana Prepper's down south also, and they're probably both around an hour to 2-hour drive from me, depending on how far east or west.
Oh no shit. Okay. All right. So then you guys are pretty much in the same area then.
So Jason, what do you think about PrepperCon 21? We're talking about setting up a prepper convention.
Wait, in person or over the computer?
In person.
In person.
That's way better. Yeah, I'm in on that, man. Just let me know when and where, or what I have to do to help out.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, it sounds like this summer we're going to try to put together PrepperCon 21. That will be fun.
That would be amazing.
Should we do it like, typical conventions where they have booths and everything, and you could have like certain YouTubers sitting behind like bulletproof glass for when certain people come and find me?
Well, whatever you can get off the ground, because you got to keep in mind a lot of states are going to be bitching about this. So if you can find a state that's willing to let conventions go, man, I'm in.
Well, somebody said they had property, about 100 acres, private property in North Carolina that they would let us set up.
It was your cat lady.
Yeah, cat lady, Prepper 23 Meow. She loves it when I say that name. I don't know why. I really don't.
It's the hat.
Holy.
It's the hat. Yeah.
It's the hat. You took the hat off?
No, I still got my hat on. He took his hat off.
I took mine off.
Like I said, I can't see shit.
Can't see me. That's weird. You want to try to? Well, maybe here. Let me just do this. See.
It's fine. It's that's better.
There we go.
What'd you do?
I left the stream and came back real quick. That's the power of a PC.
Yeah, PC sucks. So,
Gravy and prepping to do it in Florida. I'd like to go to Florida. That'd be fun.
Are they doing it? Are they letting people do that shit in Florida?
Oh, Gray Man, are they? Should we send him a link and make him come and tell us?
Well, listen, I got to bounce. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I really did too. I got to go eat. He's got to work tomorrow. I mean, yeah, we should shut this down.
Yeah, and Poppa Prepper, please reach out to me. Like I said, send me an email. I'll send you my number, and then we can talk from there.
All right, man. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa. All right. Be good, guys.
No. All right, guys, we're going to shut this down. Just one big shout out to Poppa Prepper for coming on. I appreciate you being here. I really
Thanks for having me, man. I love being here.
We'll definitely do this again sometime. When my live streams run this long, it's definitely a good chat, even when I start pushing buttons. So
I kind of had an idea that's what you were doing, but
the power of a cell phone. Yeah. Yeah, I got connections. I feel like a big shot some days when I can just like
hey,
have
you got
somebody.
AP on speed dial. You're doing something right, man.
I'll tell you, I got Rudy on speed dial too.
See?
Yeah. The only person I don't have on speed dial is John at Prepper Nation because he has like a little flip phone. It just can't work. We're gonna have to bash John's phone at least a couple more times. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I appreciate you being here. We're gonna go ahead and call it because I'm hungry and I'm gonna snack. Probably shouldn't. How late? I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee at almost 10 p.m. either. But hey, it's not after midnight, so.
You're safe.
All right, guys, check out the link for Poppa Prepper. Second link in the description. Go over there and flood the channel with gremlins. He definitely needs more gremlins, and I look forward to seeing you over on the Angry Prepper channel. That's going to be awesome. So, all right.
I appreciate it, man. It's been real.
Oh, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. See you
Stay
next
safe,
time.
y'all.